But let's start like we always do with some Warrior basketball. They've been playing so well, but this was an ugly one. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on the slacking yesterday?
Bad way to close out a road trip. Just, I mean, it seems like they wasn't really tripping about it though.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just, I don't know. It was, I didn't even watch past the first half. Once I saw they was down,
Same.
what was it? They was down.
It's
Only
like
had 38. They only
yeah,
had
they had
38
38
points. It was
points
kind of crazy. They got outscored.
by
What's it called? The
just
Celtics.
Tatum.
Yeah,
Yeah, by
yeah,
just Tatum and
literally.
Brown.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was kind of deflating after seeing how well we've been playing, but I don't know. I'm gonna take their word for it and say that they just what did Draymond say? They just decided to not guard Jalen Brown
Yeah, that was
just to
the
see 15
choice.
minutes before the game.
Oh, that's how
Uh,
quickly that happened. That's
yeah,
hilarious.
it was like yeah something that they just said like 15 minutes before the game, and Draymond said, or I guess him and Kerr agreed to just try it, and yeah, came out and did that and got popped.
What's Jalen Brown's what's the face handle? Because I felt like he had the tweet. He literally somebody
He
quoted,
tweeted, yeah,
yeah, Steve Kerr
yeah,
saying that it was a strategy they were going to try it out, and he was like, more teams should try this. But it was just, I see
yeah,
where they were coming from because like it was part of what worked in the championship, right? Like playing them
yeah,
in the finals, like yo, you were kind of letting Jalen Brown cook, and I even get the like Jalen Brown's one of those guys like he gets hitting it early, he's hitting it early. There's a good chance like he's gonna take bad shots down the line, but not if you let him score 20 points in the first quarter, then you're just gonna
yeah,
lose. So yeah, and this it was even weird. Draymond like kind of got disrespectful. Like he went from like leaving him open, then he tried to do his little jab thing. You know how like Tony used to teach us to do on the 2-on-1
yeah,
fast break, like jab at one of the guys trying to make him pass. I feel like he was trying to do
yeah,
that. Got a couple misses, but then it was like, yeah, man, he's an NBA basketball player and a pretty good one.
yeah,
You can't just let him shoot wide open threes. It's not how this thing works. So yeah, it was the dudes. I don't know, man. It's so hard to wrap my head around this team sometimes. But yeah, this is the same thing as you. I stopped watching at halftime. I put on Timberwolves Clippers. Much more entertaining basketball. Much
yeah,
more fun game. But yeah, the funny part. I think the funniest part is that it didn't feel that like it just happened so fast. You know what
yeah.
I
It
mean?
happened
Like it was
quick.
just
It was
yeah.
got to a point. I was ordering food. I was ordering a Jack in the Box, and I just kept every time I just kept looking up. I was like, bro, they keep on scoring, and our points are not moving. It was,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was,
No, it's the 21. I feel like because that's the thing I'm watching. It's like, oh, Kaminga out there, Kaminga and Moody out there holding it down, and kind of could have got ugly headed at like 19 or 21
yeah,
points, and then Kaminga comes out, and I just keep looking like same thing, keep looking up, and it's like, this is pretty bad, man. And then
yeah,
you just see, I think what was it the last 6 minutes of the whole quarter, right? They scored 1 point. I don't know if that was
yeah,
the I think that was the second quarter or the first quarter. I can't remember, but it was just the 1 point over 6 minutes, and the 1 point was on a D3 in the key, and just
yeah,
it was ugly, man. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to take from it other than on the Warrior side. I don't really know if there's anything positive to even try to take from it. Moody continues to look solid. I guess he looked solid out there in his minutes
yeah,
again. Um, that foursome or that group of five, kind of with Clay in the mix with that group. We haven't seen it before. That one felt fine until they came out and we had to go to bench units. So there's stuff there. Why does you got any thoughts on Lester? Sorry, I just saw he was
what?
7 for 16, but he's like kind of worked his way into the rotation. It's kind of felt not out of nowhere, but it's kind of weird that
Uh,
he's the one that stayed in it.
yeah, I feel like those were maybe hopefully sympathy minutes because
Yeah.
Chris is back and his
Mm-hmm.
what's it called? Maybe Kerr just left him out there to rest Chris.
Yeah.
But it seems like I don't know. He's been playing more than I thought he would since
Yeah.
Chris is back. And I'm like, maybe it's just because Paz got hurt
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or
that's a good point.
two, but I don't know. I think I don't know. It seems like he's finding his way in the rotation, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We got a lot of guards. It's gonna be interesting when Pods gets back because I don't know. It seems like Kurt likes him just
Yeah.
from all the time he had out there when
Mm-hmm.
CP was hurt, GP was hurt, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah,
It's a weird one,
uh,
man.
yeah, it's just a bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like the fit. So I mean, he's fine. He's funny. He just feels like the last little bit of Jordan Poole left on the team because his not even the way he plays, but his shot package is just so much looks like Jordan Poole's actually, like the way he
Yeah,
pulls. But like that part's been kind of funny. But yeah, kind of to your point, I'm just even not so much this game as much as like first half of this game is like I'm just curious. I'm surprised, like you said, when Chris came back, I was surprised he was still in the
yeah,
rotation. I guess the pods thing makes sense, but it is just a weird thing where it's like him and Guy Santos are both getting playing time. Guy
yeah.
Santos stopped getting playing time, and Lester still does. Once again, I mean, he's earned himself some minutes. He's been playing well, so I'm like happy for him. It's felt kind of weird. Again, probably in a season where it seems like anybody can get an opportunity, but Moody. Until recently, it's just yeah, those little stuff like that always seems interesting because just where's this leash and where's this patience when it comes to somebody like Moses, you know?
This is going, yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm worried about with Pods coming back, just because.
Hmm.
Oh well, I hate how last game had to turn out like it did because I
Yeah.
feel like how much games did Moody get started? Was it two?
Yeah, that
With
was his third one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it
yeah,
was the two
just
games against, maybe three. It was three because he had the two. His first two were against. It was the first one was against Poole. Second one was against DiVincenzo. So that was
mhm.
kind of funny. So I think this is his fourth one.
That's I feel like I don't know. Even after the New York game, where you saw like how he kind of locked up Jalen Brunson that game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can throw Pods back out there in the starting lineup when he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
I like how this lineup look with Moody and Kaminga just in the starting
Yeah,
lineup.
hundred
It's kind of what
percent.
we've been asking for. We finally got
Mm-hmm.
to see it. I
Mm-hmm.
hope like this. I hope this last game doesn't change.
Yeah, and how badly it went. Yeah,
Yeah, because it just I don't know. I love Pods, but just Moody out there
it
with the
helps.
starting lineup, it just looks. I don't know. It just
He's a professional basketball player, man.
yeah,
He fits in the gaps and does all the little things for like Daniel was saying. He just he's got some Iggy to him, he's got some Sean to him, he's got all the little pieces of the guys that we need on this
yeah,
team. Yeah, I hope he stays. This cool thing with him is he seems to be getting this spot in place of Wiggins, and I have no idea how long Wiggins is gonna
yeah.
be out for. Seems
Oh
like
yeah.
seems like they're talking like last time where there's no he's okay, he'll be back, but they have no clue when.
Yeah,
So yeah, maybe we'll ride this out for a while. Because I think that was what I was like, and they were just. I remember I mentioned at some point back in December, like, yo, the future of this team is probably Steph, Pods, Moody, Kaminga, Draymond starting lineup,
yeah.
but that's kind of what they've
Hmm.
been going with ever since Wiggins has been out, at least when Pods has been healthy. So hopefully they go. That's the thing. I think the hope is they go back to that when Pods is back instead of some weird shit where maybe they go Chris and Pods or like Chris and Moody spot and keep Clay in there or some bullshit like that. Because you just Kerr takes these
Yeah,
little moments to make some weird changes to his lineup that kind of sneak him in there and get some nigga out the paint he
yeah,
doesn't want in there. So
yeah,
yeah, just a little concerned about that. I think they play the Bucks on Wednesday, so I think that's the next time we'll get to kind of see what it looks like. But yeah, a little concerned with that as well. Always with
yeah,
Moody, just always concerned that because we know it can go away so fast. We've seen the minutes go away from him so fast on multiple different times in his career, and there's multiple different times this season. So hoping he
yeah.
can stay in the mix, man. Any thoughts on the Wiggins thing other than that? Yeah, it's just Wiggins being
Uh,
Wiggins again.
it's interesting that it, it happened down there, like the
Yeah,
timing right after trade deadline, kind of.
yeah.
Just I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them or what's going on. Actually, I guess we're not supposed to know, but
Yeah.
it's just interesting timing. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't want to say anything mean or anything,
Yeah,
but
no, because we don't know
it's
what's going
just
on.
yeah, it's just a tough season already. Just
Yeah.
I don't know, but at least yeah, we get Moody out there. Hopefully, we keep Clay. I just want to I hope Clay we keep it up with six man play.
Yeah.
Uh, I like how that's looked so far too,
Seems
or
like it's been
just
working, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I hope Wiggins is back soon so we could. I don't know, just another player we're gonna have to find.
Minutes for, yeah, and that's where it gets weird
Yeah,
because if he's out for too long, they find a rhythm. Then it's like refinding how the shit works with him because Kerr's probably gonna put him in the starting lineup right away whenever he is back. So it's just like, yeah, you don't want this group
yeah,
don't want this group to find some chemistry, especially again just talking a lot. But don't want this group to find some chemistry with Moody as a starter, and then all of a sudden they got to relearn it with because it
Exactly.
took them a while to learn it even with Wiggins, like Wiggins and Kaminga lineup. It took a long time for the Warriors to make that
Yeah.
shit work. So like trying to figure it out a second time around is
I feel like it's gonna be tough either way. Like throwing him
yeah,
in as a starter or even trying to
yeah.
ease his way in off the bench, like that, it can mess up the bench chemistry too. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a piece we're gonna worry about. I think it
Yeah,
was what Dan Alt was saying on the
yeah,
earlier pods, like, oh man, we were really got a thick team,
yep.
and it's I don't know, it's just the rotation. I don't know, some tough decisions.
Some decisions, yeah. No, Kerr's got a lot on his plate. We'll see how he handles it. Never not nervous though. Never not nervous about how it comes
Yeah.
together. Anything else from this game? I feel like we haven't talked. We've talked on too much pods. We haven't really talked on this pod in a minute. So just any positive thoughts? It's been a good run for them recently. Outside of whatever today was. Any general thoughts on the Warriors season so far? Or the
Uh,
Warriors like post All Star, pre All Star, just 13-3. I think before that last
yeah.
game over the last. Any thoughts in general? 'Cause I don't think we've talked on this pod about that at least recently.
Think I like it. I think we're about to make a push. Wait, where are the standings at? Hold on.
Let me see. I got you.
Uh,
I
yeah.
pull them up for you. What do we have standings wise? Loading up. All right, where is it at? Going into today, Lakers play the Thunder today, so hopefully another L. But right now, Warriors
Where,
Lakers tied. Do
where-
I need to zoom in? Can you see that?
yeah, I can see that.
Warriors and Lakers tied at
Is
10.
that 9 and 10? Or
Yep, at the 9-10 seed. Only a game and a half back at Dallas. That was the part I think
yeah,
that was frustrating about yesterday was Dallas lost. And so it was a chance to, like, again, if Warriors win yesterday, they're
So if
only a
we
half
won,
game back of the 8 seed type thing.
hmm
But I think that's the hope, right? Is nobody in the West besides, nobody in this group. Like, Sacramento just got this last win, but that was after a few losses to start off the All-Star break. Phoenix is struggling. Dallas has been dropping a few, so like it's right there still, man.
yeah,
Get out this back into the plan. Because again,
yeah,
you just don't want a one game playoff against LeBron where the loser has to go home. You don't want to put
yeah.
yourself in that
That's
spot.
not. Yeah, I'm trying.
But
I think they could. Yeah, I want them to make this push for the AC. I don't know. It seems possible. So with how they've been playing, it seems possible. I guess I have to look at our schedule coming up too. It's kind of
yeah,
I hate that we got Milwaukee next, but
yeah, it's tough. It gets lighter as it goes on, except for having to play the Lakers a bunch of times. Let's see if we can pull this up. Because there should be light, yeah. So it's no. I think that's the thing Dan was saying. That's the tough part. Is like it gets light, but two of those light games are playing the Spurs back to back this weekend, and it's just that's not really.
oh
It's light, but it's probably the worst time to be catching the Spurs,
yeah,
which we'll talk about later. But Bulls, that's the thing. We got the Bucks, but then they got Bulls, Spurs. So that's if you can do your job and
get those three.
get those three. Then you're going into a game against Dallas, a chance to maybe catch or pass them. Game against the Lakers, chance to kind of put some separation there. We'll see if the Knicks are healthy by then. Then Grizzlies, I'll take that.
Yeah,
Pacers feels like a game they should win, especially at home. Already beat them on the road. And
yeah.
yeah, no, Timberwolves, it's there for them, man. It's there for them. I'm going to be honest.
They
Nothing
have to
about this is
win one
too
of
scary.
those. They got to win one of the Lakers. We got to either beat the Mavericks or the Lakers during this stretch.
Damn
One of
near.
I feel like we got to sneak one of them.
Damn near should try to win both, but yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
both. Yeah, definitely both. But I don't know how these.
Yeah, you know how these
Uh,
dudes be.
yeah,
It's hard to pull it off consistently. Yeah, it's there for him, man. That's crazy. These are both ABC games too. That's the thing. Warriors playing a lot of national TV basketball too.
what
That's
the
the other
Lakers and the
funny part.
Mavericks one?
The Warriors playing a lot of national TV. I think the Warriors
Yeah,
Mavs. That's the rare weekday ABC game that I like that they're doing this year. Are you looking
yeah.
at it, Bucks to get the Bulls off? I'm pretty sure this first Wemby game is national TV.
Oh yeah,
Yep, Saturday ABC during it'll probably be damn near around the same time the
yeah.
prelims for the 299 is going on. But then yeah, Mavericks on ABC, Lakers on ABC. It's just a lot of ABC, a lot of playing in front of everybody and showing whether y'all suck or not. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's a better showing than what they showed last or showed yesterday, at the worst case scenario at least. Let's see. If we pod, let's say we pod again. Yeah, let's just see because hopefully we'll pod Friday or Saturday. How you think they do over these next two? Bucks and Bulls at home.
Oh, uh, we could beat the Bucks. I've been
They
watching the
really
Bucks a lot.
can.
They, I don't know. I don't feel like they got it all figured out
They
in a way
don't.
that I feel like Phoenix doesn't have it all figured out in the West.
Same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could go two. Yeah, we could go 2-0 here. At least split
Yeah.
1-1. We got to beat the Spurs both
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
That'll be funny. I could see us losing to the Spurs though.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Wimby. We'll talk about Wimby in a minute. I